action.
Okay, awesome, awesome. First, I just want to thank everybody for coming. It means a lot to me that you showed up. I mean, I'm really overwhelmed and excited that people like showed up for me, because that means, one, that you love me, and two, it means that you trust me. You trust that I'm going to bring you something of value, and I'm not going to bring you something that's going to, make you feel like it's not an opportunity not worth taking upon yourself on. So, with that said, ones that do know me, you know that I've been in the online space for quite a while. I've made some failures. I've, had some victories, but even if during my failures, I found out that they weren't failures, they were actually learning lessons, which has brought me to this space to realize the opportunity that we're about to present to you. With that also said, um, I am a mother of five. And so one of the biggest things for me as a mom was, I worked 60 hours outside of the home for a long time. And I always had to choose between securing financial, means for my family, or sacrificing time with my babies. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And I wanted to be able to create generational wealth. I wanted to be able to create a residual passive income. And I wanted to be able to position myself to continue to grow. Because when you work out in anything, 9 to 5, 9 to 9, I mean, unless you're up there with the CEOs, you're probably going to just stay stagnant at a certain level. And within this opportunity, you're going to be able to just continue growing in any way you want to, right? And so that was the power of this company. You're going to get not only, you know, teaching and education, you're going to get opportunity to fulfill any goals and dreams you want financially. So with that said, I met up with some pretty awesome leaders, and especially the one that you're going to see right here, my homeboy here, Anand. And a little bit about him: he is a full-time entrepreneur. Um, he's my team leader, obviously, but most important, he built an organization with more than 3,000 members just within like 10 days, and that speaks volumes about his leadership. That means that people like him, people trust him, people know that he's going to bring the value that you need to grow. He has, what really touched my heart is his philosophy is lead with the heart, and I can't ever do anything that's not authentic. And so that's another reason that I was like, oh, you are the man, I'm jumping in on this, right? And so I needed something automated. That means that I don't have to work around the clock. Because if we're trying not to work out, out of the home, we don't want to work 12, 14 hours in the home, right? And so he automated the business. A little bit more of his background is that, he worked in corporate America, but he also, went to school, and he got a good background in finances and investment is what I should say. So I really think that between you knowing me, between you learning about him, and you finally getting to dive into this business that I'm so excited for you to learn about, I think that you're gonna really find value in it. So I also want to say, before I pass it over to Anand, that if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, anything after this, that I'm very authentic, I'm very transparent, I'm always open and here for you. So at the end of this, I want you to feel free to call me, text me, message me, and I'll make the time for you. So I'm going to pass it over to my buddy Anand, and let's get it going.
Awesome, awesome. Nice one, Gina. Nice introduction. Thank you for the warm welcome as well. Also, yeah, it feels really warm here, right? Doesn't it feel like you're really in presence of like an authentic like human being when you listen to Gina, like when she's just here, just sharing her message and about herself. That's what it's about, like being in these kind of events and being in these kind of even businesses and stuff, like the people you want to partner with and connect with, truly makes all the difference. Gina mentioned about 3,000 people. Yes, that's a lot of number of people. We got to really want to be with those people as well to make this sort of thing last and to enjoy it. That's what we're here for as well, right? To enjoy life. And the kind of things that we'll be sharing about today is truly for your life, is truly to help you whatever it is you need to take your life to the next level. For a lot of people, that's having more money, more income, more time, which allows you to do more things, right? It's not about the money, it's about what the money can do for you. It's not about, and the time, what you can do with your time and with yourself and who you spend your time with, right? So I'm super excited to be here to share about this opportunity with you. And yeah, let's get right underway. So I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you can all see. Good, my nice view here. You guys see my September to Remember screen? All good? Awesome. Well, yeah, we are in September, closing towards the end of, absolutely September to remember month, right? This is kind of started off as a bit of a gimmick, like, yes, it's a nice name, but no, we really, really experienced this throughout this whole September, right? So I hope you're having a good one so far. I know 2020 has been a bit of a crazy year, but we're really living in a very opportunistic time, okay? Like the business today is all going online. You know, if you weren't already into the online world yourself, I know Gina mentioned she's been online for a while, so she was already prepared, you could say, right, for this kind of thing coming our way. But if you weren't into the online space yourself, you probably understand now is the time. In many ways, right? There's actually various ways that you can actually generate wealth online, and it's pretty amazing. Like I mentioned, like Gina mentioned, I've worked in the corporate world before I ventured into the online space. I was all set for a very good salary. I was very all set for a handsome salary, secure future, work-life balance, and all that kind of stuff. But it wasn't enough for me, right? There's something more I wanted, and thinking on the parenthood kind of side, right? I wanted to be a financially free father. My dad had to work 7 days a week, just to make ends meet for us three kids in the family. But it's really about, you want to have options, like to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, and then from there, the world's your oyster, right? So this is it. We're coming towards the end of 2020, and we're here to close it off in epic style, right? That's what we want. So yeah, talking about wealth and even multiple streams of income, that's truly where, if you study successful people, if you study rich, wealthy people, they all have multiple streams of income, right? And there's a time, there's a place for all that kind of stuff, but you want to think about what are the various ways that you can actually generate income, right? Because a lot of people these days, we're looking at things like our jobs, right? Yes, that's there, but you never know with what's going on today, how much things can change, your lifestyle will change. But we want to show you today 2 ways to generate more streams of income, okay? 2 ways to add to your bank account, so that you can support yourself, but more importantly, in such a way so you can actually live your lifestyle, right? With whatever you can, with what we have available today and what's to come in future, how you can generate your income in a very part-time friendly way, okay? We want to show you how you can earn a full-time income on part-time hours because you're also using just your mobile phone, right? Some of you here might be on your mobile phone right now, right? You're participating in activity. That's the kind of activity we do that just requires our mobile phone, okay? And also spending just 1 or 2 hours a day, right? Sometimes people get into online business thinking it's super complicated. It's something out, they just can't do it and all this kind of stuff. No, all you need is a desire, a wish, for more, right? And if you're willing to learn and you're coachable to what you can get taught, you can absolutely do this, right? We have people who have no experience before. In fact, the ones who know less probably get better because they actually are more open, right? And that's what it's about, having an open mindset, right? So the kind of things I'm going to be talking to you about, one of the streams of income, this is very interesting, which I haven't come across before, was actually about doing it such that you don't have to be speaking to people, right? One of the most common ways of generating income or making money online is through doing a business, right? Which is amazing. I love businesses. I do businesses. But this is also another way where you can make income without having to speak to people. And also, given how much you can earn, full-time income and all that kind of stuff, the investment cost of this, you don't have to worry about it, right? It won't cost you more than a week's worth of groceries, right? Depending on where you are in the world. But in general, right, from the kind of worlds we're from, Western side, you don't need to worry about that sort of thing. But we are going to now share with you real information about this particular opportunity that we partnered with. And it's actually a new opportunity as well. It's groundbreaking, which it's made it even more exciting for all of us, right? Whether we've experienced this online business space or not, right? It's a groundbreaking opportunity and it's just a time for change, right? So the company is called Epic. Epic, literally in its own meaning of the word, right? It's literally about big, right? We're thinking big, we're living for an epic lifestyle. Epic does stand for exceptional people, incredible compensation. And it is the world's ultimate trading and lifestyle community. Okay, so the key, the heart and soul of what this is about is teaching you the skill set to be able to trade. That's the way that you can make the money without having to speak to people and through just your mobile phone, which I know this can sound like a whole new concept to many of you, right? But I want to break it down for you so you get familiar to understand how real this is. And maybe you didn't realize it, but you've actually been trading your whole life without even knowing it, but you weren't intentional to make money from it, just like all of us before we knew about this. So let me ask you guys here, whoever, there's quite a few of you here, which is awesome to see. Who here loves to travel? Who here has been traveling, loves to travel? Let me see it in the chats. Yeah, obviously Gina does. James says, I like to. Perfect. So you love to travel. I'm sure you've been traveling yourself as well. And, you know, part of what we have to do, we obviously have to go, if we're going abroad from our own country, we have to exchange some money, right? So think of it like this, right? When you go on holiday, give me a place where you want to go on, or where you want to go on holiday. Give me an idea. Where would you like to go on holiday? Maybe there'll be a prize at the end. No, I'm joking. But, well, we could talk about that. There's a possibility of that in what we're doing. Any beach, okay? Bahamas, nice. Oh yeah, that's a good shout, isn't it? Bahamas on the beach. So what currency do they use in the Bahamas? Does anyone know? Is that in where exactly is that? Where's Bahamas? Is it here? I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm confused with West Indies and Barbados. Is it totally different?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Bahamas, that's Trinidad and Tobago and stuff like that, right? Or
Trinidad,
something.
right? Yeah. Awesome, awesome. So, okay, let's say they have this currency, which James has mentioned, the Bahamian dollar, right? I'll take your word for it. I haven't looked it up, but that sounds good to me, right? So this is an interesting one, right? Because it's obviously a different kind of currency. But let's say we're trading and we're trading currencies, okay? Again, something we're familiar with, right? Because we've all been on holiday, right? So you would normally go from your country, maybe it's in USA or I'm from London, but you'd go to a bank, you'd go to the airports, and you change your money there, right? So you to go to Bahamas and to be able to spend money there, right? Or even in Bahamas, you'll do it. You'll be exchanging your dollars, your US dollars, for Bahamian dollars, right? Let's say, for example, you left with $500. I don't know what's good about. Let's say you went with $1,000, right? And you went to the Bahamas, right? And let's say in Bahamas, through spending the Bahamian dollar, right? Let's say you spent, I don't know, $500 because you were you had fun, but you're also being a bit safe for whatever reason, right? But that means I'm just saying that in that scenario, you've got $500 worth in that currency, right? Left over, right? So you're not just going to like leave that alone. You're going to want to change it back when you come back to America, right? So you are going to change it back. But do you think you're coming back with exactly $500, right? Most likely you won't, right? And I'll tell you why. Because when you go, first of all, when you go to Bahamas, right, and you change your money then, the Bahamian dollar actually has a specific price, right? So does the US dollar, right? At that point, you could be buying the Bahamian dollars when it's actually very cheap, right? So you're actually not spending too much to get that amount. And then when you come back and you sell your Bahamian dollars, which is essentially what's happening, um, you could be selling it when the US dollar is very high, right? And without you realizing it, you might have actually made some profit by going on holiday, right? But that's if you've timed it right, if you got lucky with, you know, at the time you did it, that the prices moved that way. You might not realize it, but you could have actually made money. You could have also lost money, right? That's the equal other side of the equation. But what I'm saying is, because price moves like that, you can actually profit from what we call the forex market. Okay. So you're not thinking about that when you go on holiday, you got the Bahamas, you want to go to the beach and you just want to spend a fun time there. But that's actually what's happening. Now, the difference between that and what is a real opportunity in terms of learning the skill to make money from is that you don't have to go to the airport today. You don't have to go to the bank to be able to change money, right? You don't have to cross oceans to go somewhere to change money for, and that be of use to you, right? You can actually change your money, right, on the same day, right? You can from your mobile phone as well, right? From just your mobile phone, you can buy these other dollars and you carry it in your phone, right, in currency, and then you can also sell it. And you would choose to because you know when prices are moving a certain way. And honestly, just like that, from your mobile phone between 12 o'clock in the afternoon for lunchtime to 1 o'clock when you finish lunch, you could have literally made money in that time. It's crazy, but that's real, right? That's actually a possibility. Because I know trading, for example, itself doesn't sound so exciting on its own. Some people might find it, but I know for myself, it wasn't like, wow, that's so exciting about doing trading. But when you earn money from your phone in your own home, anywhere you want, actually, right? From just spending a couple of hours a day, now we're talking, because now we're having money that we didn't have before, right? And that can pay for what? Anything, one of your bills. It could pay for a treat you want to give to your children. It could do anything, right? So this is a means of literally just producing money like that. The concept of trading is real, right? Then it's just about, do you have the skill to be able to do it? Okay. One other consideration that I had as well when I kind of learned about this. So I am from a financial background. I am from an investment background, but I want to let you know that that's not a factor as to how well someone can do with starting to learn trading. Okay. But for example, if you got savings, you got money in a bank account, right? You've actually got money and you're giving it to a bank, right? Because you haven't got anywhere else to keep it, you put it in a bank and they'll look after it, right? So do you think they're just going to keep that money there, not touch it at all, keep it nice and safe, put a blanket over it, and then give it back to you when you ask for it back, right? That's not what happens. What actually happens is they look after your money, yes, but they take a portion of your money, they put it into their investment funds, they put it into their trading accounts, and they go out into the market using your money and turn it into even more money, right? So they're making a massive profit. Now, are they going to use that profit and actually give it back to you as a very generous interest charge for, you know, for using their bank? No. They're just charging you a small, they're just rewarding you a very small amount of interest, but they're definitely not giving you the profits. They made the profits. So my question to you is, how do you feel about giving your money to a bank to let it turn into more money for them? Why not use the same money that you gave to the bank, and instead of putting it to the bank, put it into a trading account and turn it into more money for you, right? This is about you, right? Turning your money into more money. That's what's real. That's what's being done with your money already. So why don't we do it for ourselves, right? That for me was a big turning point to get more open to. So I thought I'd share that. But yeah, just for you guys to know as well how much trading is actually going on without us realizing it. And like I said, you don't have to be this maths expert. You don't have to be this financial expert or experience or that kind of career, right? This is for the everyday person, right? It's actually more about colors and patterns, right? Honestly, but yeah, just like in the weather, you got weather conditions that you want to predict. Forex has got market conditions, right? Related to all sorts of things, but to start with, just currencies, right? To keep it simple, just currencies, right? And that's the sort of stuff we're following and we're analyzing so that we can make money, right? But again, we teach it all from basics, so anyone can do it. So the company, who are they? I mean, they're a company, but they're driven by a group of leaders, right? And the leaders that we've got are phenomenal. I mean, they've got 100 years worth of experience based on normal business, like and also network marketing, as well as in the Forex space. So, you know, just a couple of words about them, because I thought it might be useful for you to understand who's driving this ship, right? Who's steering the ship for the opportunity that this all is. Because essentially it's not just a company. I'm going to get into it, but it's also it's actually a university, right? And that's what's super appealing to me, because I'm all about the education. I'm all about increasing skills and sharing education, providing knowledge. But when it's done as a university, it's even more special. It's not just a standard online program that we're kind of tuned into, we watch and that's it. It's actually a real education with teachers. I'll go into all that stuff later, but this is one of our teachers. Her name is Coach Max. We call him Coach Max. Her name is Maxine. She's a director of Forex education, right? And she's also come from the worlds of corporate 9 to 5 worlds, but she decided she wanted to learn the skill set, right? She's a mother herself. At the time, she was just giving birth at the time when she really turned her head to learn about Forex, because she wanted to be financially independent, right? She managed to do it. She got really good at it, and now she's teaching it. So it's pretty amazing that she's actually on the corporate board and she's the educator, right? Same with our founder, David McCovey. He's someone, you know, serial entrepreneur, online, offline, all kinds of niches. He's also got a travel network marketing company that's run successfully for the last 3-5 years. He's also generated $200 million in sales. from that company. So he knows what he's doing. He knows how to build a big organization that lasts, right? He's super inspiring, super motivational. And he's also, again, someone who's been in the field, right? He achieved top ranks at many of his companies, same with David Isiaga. So we've got leaders, corporate leaders in our business who are in the field now, but they understand us, right? That's the key reason why I wanted to mention this. If you've been part of companies before, you want to have that relationship and connection with the owners, that they actually understand you, stand by you, and do what's best for you, right? So that's what's super exciting. You know that you're in safe hands when it comes to being part of any organization. So important to share that. So Epic University, right? Coming back to what I was mentioning before. This is what it is. It is a university, right? You know, just like when you go to school, right? Or you went to university even, right? You would have attended classes, right? You'd have attended seminars. There'd have been private workshops around it to help you further your understanding. There'll be teachers, lecturers, people to submit homework to. They'll check it. They'll give it back to you. This is a serious education. There's nothing else like this out there in especially this space, right? There's a lot of forex companies and stuff out there, and you know they even do trading and stuff for you. This is not that. This is not a trading platform. This is an educational platform. But more than just, you know, like a normal educational online program, this is, like I said, interactive, right? This is really putting your learning into doing, right? This is going to teach you to trade the safe way, right? Because we're not going to lie, there are losses involved in trading, just like in any business, right? Everything goes through its ups and downs and as losses, but we teach you the safe way, right? You can actually learn without having to trade any of your own actual money, but just actually experience it because you've got a demo account. But you're not doing this on your own. You're doing this with a whole community of people, right? All kinds of people, including us, right? People doing the same journey with you. So you know that you've got people you can do this with, as well as experts and educators who are all 6 to 8 figure earner traders, right? 8 figures as well. Pretty amazing. Even just being in the presence of them, right? To learn the language, everything they're about, and just truly learning. Literally, you're borrowing their mindset and belief, right? It's so powerful. It's probably the most valuable thing you can have, to have, you know, the people around you like that. So we do everything from, you know, giving you actual video content and education, also a syllabus, where this syllabus is designed, very designed for that part-time worker to get through it on part-time hours. When I say full-time worker, to get through it on part-time hours, spending a couple of hours a day, such that within just 2 weeks, right? Just 2 weeks to learn this kind of skill set, right? That can actually make you a full-time income. You can start doing this yourself, right? You can start doing this obviously through support with community around you to get into this space. You know, it's just a myth that is meant to be complicated. It's just a myth that is meant to be done by the bankers, the full-time career traders. No, this is the everyday person. We just have to change our mindset, to change our belief. But being around the kind of community and the educators is absolutely the thing that's going to help you do that. So we also make it even easier for all our members, as well as, you know, it is very important that you learn these foundations for yourself, but to get you what I call learning and earning at the same time, right? We also give you something called signals, right? Signals, which basically is showing you what trades you can take. Once you learn how to actually take in a trade from your phone, you've got to be deciding, right? What do I take as a, what do I want to trade, right? What kind of currencies? Just give a bit of background. What kind of currencies? What kind of price am I trading at, and when do I want to enter and exit, right? So that's it. That's actually all you need to know. Now, on your own, you'd be kind of working that out, studying it a bit, and you might not be sure. But when you get signals, it's coming from an expert trader, right? And they know what they're doing. They're sending these signals out to the whole organization. You're one of them. And you just literally copy and paste. And because it's done by them, they know what they're doing, you profit for it, right? We have tremendous success in terms of the signals that get sent out for the people who actually use it and apply it, right? You'd be surprised how many people still might not be able to copy paste in terms of, you know, taking action on it, right? This is really important, that you just, you know, you come in, trust the process, you take action, just experience it for yourself, right? Even further than that, we do something called live sessions, right? Live sessions is literally being in front of the actual 6 to 8 figure trader, and they are actually trading live on screen. You're literally watching them do it, and you're understanding their thought process because they'll speak it out loud. You're truly learning how they're thinking to make the decisions they're going to make, and they're actually going to be trading at the same time. So when they're trading, they're not holding back what they're doing. You, again, can literally watch and copy at the same time. When you're doing that, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, but if you trust the person that you're with, and again, you can do this for free to start with in terms of not risk any money to do this, but you just experience the positive outcomes anyway. Yeah, you experience your winning trades, right? Even if you didn't know what you're doing. That's the beautiful thing about this. It gives you the option to actually get into earning, right? Without fully knowing everything, right? Because we can't be perfect, right? We're going to be always learning along the way. So two things, you're learning while you're earning, right? And it's also about, yeah, we're not just giving you fish, which I would say this is giving you fish, feeding you fish, but that will only last you so long. You don't want to rely on these educators all your life. You don't want to rely on other people to be financially independent. That's the opposite of being independent. So we're teaching you the skills, right? It's all about having the skills, right? And again, it is with everyone. It is super fun. It is super interactive. You would think you wouldn't know it, but yeah, trading is super fun, especially because you know you're making money for it. But the community, right? It's very high vibes. People are so much about that lifestyle, right? People are so, they're all about the bigger picture. So everyone's in the fun, high vibes, and it's really inspiring more people to get involved in this as well. That's why we're having a lot of success. So yeah, just a bit of a slide here about, in school we were taught not to copy, just because, it wasn't good for our learning and our growth, which is true, but it doesn't apply in wealth, right? Wealth is actually all about time. Wealth is all about working smart, not hard. And it is a lot more smarter to kind of copy what works rather than trying to figure it out on your own, right? Sure, there'll come a point where you come into your own, but again, you can piggyback off what's already working to get you into the results of success, right? So just a bit about just a bit of that on the forex side to kind of sum up. And what is forex? It is foreign exchange, and it is that acting like we went on holiday of buying and selling, right? When you go there, you're buying. When you're coming back, you're selling. But instead, you're doing it from your phone, and you're doing it on the same day, right? You don't need to wait 2 weeks to actually get the outcome of profit. It's used by the banks, central banks, institutional investors, but also individuals like ourselves, right? And there's I'll get to that minute later, but it's a portable skill, right? This also means that this isn't about you being tied to this university and stuff to be able to make money. This is giving you the skill set. Just like in university, you get the skill set, the knowledge. Now you go off into the real world if you really want to, and just make use of it, right? So this is something that's literally going to pay you for life, right? One skill set will pay you for life, right? But obviously, we have various abilities, by the way. So we have very beginner who know nothing. That was like me. To get started, then you have intermediate, and we have advanced, right? That's the power of this. You can literally make this into a profession if you really wanted to, right? Again, a lifestyle business. So it's portable in the sense that it's from your mobile phone. You can take it anywhere with you, right? It doesn't have to be at home, anywhere in the world. And yes, the largest financial market in the world, literally the largest, right? The next largest is the stock markets, and that's in the billions, right? But this is in the trillions, and it's every day. This is how much money is being made from people. If you sum it all up, how much money are they making every day from doing all this exchanging, right? $6.6 trillion, right? All we want is just a piece of that, please. That would be nice. So that's literally what this is about, where there's money on the table every single day from your mobile phone. There is money on the table, literally sitting in there. It's about, are we tapped into it? Do we want that, right? So that's what we're about, to give you the skills and the support to be able to take that money on the table, okay? So hopefully that sounds good to you in terms of that as a possibility, knowing that this makes it more real, that, it's not just possible for you, but there's real things in place. So if you really wanted to do this, you really want to make that income, you can. So like I said at the beginning of the presentation, we have 2 ways to show you how to generate income from this opportunity that we have, right? So the first way was from Forex exchange market, which is a $6 trillion a day industry. But now I'm interested to ask you guys, because I haven't revealed the price yet. I didn't mention it is $99 a month to have access to the university, right? It's a membership program, so you pay per month $99. You pay that on a monthly basis as well, so you can literally pay it by month, right? People who love it will stay. If you come in and you like, cool, I've experienced it for a month, it was good, but it's not for you, that's fine as well. But it is a membership program, $99 a month. So just that alone, it's crazy value with everything you're getting, right? I didn't mention that the level of access you get to traders and all this sort of stuff is every day, right? Including those live sessions 3 times a day. So super powerful for just $99 a month, which is way lower than anything else you'll see out there. But I'd be interested to ask, who here would be interested to not just have access to education, but actually be able to access that, get all that access to the education for free, right? Who would like to have those skills, and who would like to be in a position to continue learning those skills and master those skills and actually not even have to pay the $99 a month? Would anyone be interested in that? I'd just be interested to know. If you saw value in the fact that you can make money from that skill set in that way, there is a bill to learn the skill, but we're going to show you how you can waive that for free. Anyone? Marius, because he already is. James, nice one, James. Cool. I always like to ask. It's good to know, right? Because if you love what you saw there, you're going to love even more what's possible now, right? So before we go into it, quick disclaimer, because I'm going to show you how you can not just get that education for free, but you'll actually get paid more money on top of it if you choose to participate with us in the compensation program, which is essentially joining us in our community, working together, and be partnered in this business, essentially. So just a quick disclaimer before we show you the numbers and the figures about it, which you can read on screen right there. The main thing is this stuff is real. This stuff, people will get paid for what they deserve, the work they put in. But yeah, it does depend on the work you put in. It's not guaranteed, right, in terms of you'll get these results. But if you do put the work in, you do show up, you do show your commitment, and you're just following the system, proven system that we have, you'll be absolutely on your way to these figures, right? That's what we're all at right now. We're well on our way. And like I said, we're in 2020, we're going to finish off in style. This is why, right? So here we go. This is the compensation plan, which I'll go into in full detail in terms of how you can actually get to these numbers, and as well as what the numbers actually mean and stuff. But essentially, we have a compensation plan, right? And the compensation plan is very simple. This is actually it, just on one page. This is the whole compensation plan, where if you bring in a certain number of people to the organization, and when I say bring in people, you only need to bring a minimum of 3 people, okay, to be able to qualify for such ranks, right? Then it's about how big your organization grows. So I'm going to go into this in terms of what I mean by organization, in terms of building the team up such that you get to big numbers, that you can qualify for ranks that pay you residual income, right? This is residual income, which means you put in the work once, you get to a position, and you get paid for it again and again and again, right? Rather than what we call active income, this is passive income. In active income, you're trading your time for money, right? Here, we're not just trading our time for money, we're trading our money for money, right? But also, we're also going to get passive income if you choose to participate in the compensation plan, where you can earn anything from $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, right? I'm at level right now where, remember, we started in September to show you how fast this thing grows. I'm at $10,000 a month, right? In terms of with the number of members I have in my organization to this date, right? I'm shooting for the next level, $20,000 a month. I'm shooting the whole way, I'll be honest, right? Because we can, right? And when you see how powerful this plan is and how it works and how it grows literally on its own, because of the structure of it, you will be amazed, all right? It does pay all the way up to $1 million a month. And it was just revealed yesterday as a bonus for being at the $1 million a month level. You'd actually you'd actually be rewarded with a black and gold, like these colors, Lamborghini, right? So just to add a bit of spice on top of what is actually offered in terms of your cash commissions, which get paid weekly, there's that incentive as well, right? There's loads of incentives, right? There's actually your ambassador retreats, like holidays in Mexico happening at the end of October for anyone who's in these levels. I'm going to come back to this plan in a minute just to give you a quick idea how it will work, right? So you understand if this is something you're interested in, that you are interested, you want to understand how this happens, I'll show you. So when you partner, right, with the company, so first of all, you're a scholar, okay? Because you're coming in as a student to learn the education, right? To get involved in the academy, to go through your own experiences in trading or whatever you want to do regarding that. But as well as that, you want to take the opportunity to benefit from the compensation plan, right? So you would essentially have your own organization, and that would be you, top of your organization, right? And the way this is structured, the way your organization is structured, is you have essentially three teams, three sub-teams, right? Such that you get paid based on how many people or how big your organization is, right? The more people you have in your organization, the more you'll get paid from the company, right? Which makes sense, right? You're bringing the company business, right? And they're rewarding you for helping grow their business. Now, what's super cool is that your organization, in terms of the people that are in it and that you bring into it, they don't have to be just by yourself, okay? You just need to bring in a minimum of 3 people in, right? 1, 2, 3, minimum in your whole organization, just 3 people in. Then if other people who are also in the same position when they join, they're the first one in, and then they have, whoops, someone's in the waiting room. When they join in, they've also got the same position where they've got 3 people. So that means all these people that these other people are brought in, right? They count towards your organization, right? And if all these people keep doing the same thing, where they also want free Forex education, which means they need to bring 3 people, or they also want to build a residual income, right? Then they, whoops, lines, yeah. Sorry, where was I? So yeah, if these people want to keep bringing in 3 people because they want free education, or they want to participate in that compensation plan and earn even more and help them, they want to build their own team, this is how big your organization can grow. Like mine's is crazy, right? I've got almost 4,000 now actually today, and I've only sponsored 20 people, right? 20 people to turn to 4,000. That's what you call duplication, okay? So it's actually about teamwork, right? The way this works is it really encourages teamwork. Because let's say that was you, and let's say that was me, and that was Gina, and basically Gina wants to grow her organization, you want to grow your organization, right? So if Gina's to help you get your 3 people, that's benefiting her, right? Same with me, if it was anyone, right? So this really encourages teamwork because the way it's structured, right? Similarly, you can also benefit, for example, because you've got 3 slots in your first level. If you fill those 3 spots, then you have to go to the next level, right? If you want to bring in more people. So you'll be helping that person below you as well. You can actually put some people in their spots as well. So there's various ways, and we can talk more about it in detail if you have questions, but you can absolutely blow up this organization to just get to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people if you just really up for it, right? We'll show you exactly what you want to do. So that's basically it on a small level, where if you count these numbers up, just as an example, right? You brought in 3 people, and each of them brought in 3 people because you help them, you support them, or they're just runners on their own. That's an organization already of more than 10 people, right? Just by doing that alone, you qualify for this rank, okay? Because you brought in 3 people of your own, and there's 10 people in the organization, right? More than 10. There's a one requirement here. So this column will show you how many need in each team, but that's easy. That's something that you can obviously plan for, and you'll get paid $500 a month residual, right? Which means once you've got them in your organization and they want to stay, that's getting paid to you next month, November, December, January, at least, right? So that's super cool, because remember also, you're in a trading platform, right? In terms of the education, you need money to trade with. How about, rather than just only getting education for free, how about you get some money for free as well, right? To actually trade with and turn it into even more money, right? This is seriously leverage using other people's money, compounding wealth 101, right? And it's all a mindset as well. So to learn about this sort of skill and this sort of strategy and this sort of way of generating your wealth, never seen anything like this where everything complements each other, right? So just that as an example, right? You can use that to trade with, and you can make your income with trading, or you can go to the next level. This is just timesing a number by 3 because it's the same concept, right? Keep helping people get 3, right? And it's as simple as that. If you're good at keeping it simple, not overcomplicating it, and just helping people, right? You can get to these numbers, okay? Helping people get their 3s, 30 people, $1,000 a month residual, right? Help them get their 3, more than 80 people, $2,000 a month residual income, okay? Now, we understand that if you heard of network marketing before, you've got duplications, doesn't always happen. But if you're working with us, we've got some very good systems, like Gina mentioned, automation. That's the sort of thing that you need nowadays, right? We want you to do this on a part-time basis, right? We've got all kinds of tools and systems to help you leverage it, and all kinds of leadership support to help you on your journey, right? So if you just look at these numbers, it is a case of just following the system and just being consistent, but also just simply getting your people to also follow it as well, right? And we got all the help and support. So if you're new, we can help your people, right? You can think of people, that's your job, to connect and introduce people. Then we'll help you to actually, get them over the line, right? To actually help them understand everything they need to know for them to feel good and to make their decision, right? Because we got everything, right? Every single thing answers for, and we'll give it to them and give it to you as well if you have them right now as yourself. So yeah, we are a team business, right? And in a team, it is really about this. If you want to go fast, you go alone, right? I've done that for a long time, right? Since I actually did leave my job to be able to explore the online space, and I was doing affiliate marketing. I was doing all kinds of things online. I see loads of books there in the background in Gina's in Gina's room. Those are the books I have as well, and it's amazing. There's so much fun stuff to learn. It's great, so if you're an entrepreneur and you want to do stuff, like, yeah, so much resources, but also you're doing it on your own, right? You're not truly doing it in a team, right? That makes a huge difference when you're doing this in a team where everyone's actually in a win-win situation of helping each other. And not just that, how much you scale and grow by doing it together. It's absolutely phenomenal. And we can apply every single one of those stuff that's in those kind of teachings anyway to grow this kind of business, right? But if you want to go far, go together, right? Because it's just about that, working with people. Your network is your net worth. All this cool kind of stuff about working with people. That's what's truly been the difference for me compared to my journeys of exploring and pursuing various entrepreneurship paths. This is something that's really landed for me because of the amazing team that we're working with, right? Now, when you're in our team specifically as well, we make it even more. We bring even more team value to it than just what's about from being in the conversation plan and partnering up and all that stuff. We go beyond, right? Because we know that the teamwork is what makes the dream work, right? This is what's going to make us last the distance, when we're also connected and committed together, right? We all have have a vision of our own. We want to help each other towards their vision, right? That's why we're a close-knit team. And that's why, if you're joining with us, right, we absolutely love this, to actually get to know you, get to know your dreams, your visions, and we'll bring you every tools you need, right? When you come in, you'll get this playbook, very slick playbook for you to plug into, know exactly where to go. Very short playbook, but it will take you exactly where you want to go, whether it's to do with the trading or whether it's to do with the business building. We got it all covered, okay? In terms of us as a team, we do meet regularly, right? And we have these kind of calls where we talk mindset, leadership, trading, literally anything, right? To help us on our journey, right? More than, yes, there's money and income, there's goals here behind this, right? People have goals. You have a goal that you want your money to help with, right? So this is all about that. We understand everyone, where they're coming from, and it's just amazing, right? Connect, make more friends, and especially online. Online can be a lonely space, right? But when you're doing it with a group of people all online together, I've never felt so full of people around me, and I'm hardly even seeing anyone in my real life these days, just because of what the situation is as well, right? So it's just super fun when you're working with us, because this opportunity is so amazing, as well as everyone enjoying what they're doing. So more than that, I mentioned about the automation and the system stuff. This is really key, right? Think about Gina, right? She has experience and stuff, but in this particular campaign, Gina asked me, so what do I do? I don't know what to do. Right? Here you go. Just use this link, right? We just put a bit of your own video into it. Did you guys see Gina's video coming into this, right? All she had to do was just send me that video. She did herself, right? And then it was all plugged in for her, right? To make it a personalized invitation, quality invite, such that you guys hopefully felt warm coming into this, and just giving you a good experience coming in, right? Gina's obviously here herself to present. She doesn't normally create these sort of events and stuff, but that's what we do for our members, right? We want to give you the stage, we want to give you the platform to step into your leadership. This is a leadership program, right? Essentially, it's also a leadership program to help you in your entrepreneurial path, and just yourself in general. So lots of personalized support, and just other cool, clever ways, right, to be able to spread this information, spread this business out there in the quality way that you'd want to as well. And I mentioned about the other stuff, 3 times a week, training events regarding mindset, leadership, lead generation, and inviting. You don't have to do more than that. Honestly, that's not your job anything to do any more than that, right? If you want to go to the next level, like what I'm doing, yes, you're going to help, close deals and stuff like that, but that's not your job, because you're just a friend, right? And you're just sharing information with friends, right? We have special guest speakers, right? The other day I had a speaker with actually one of my coaches, but he's massive. He has experience, 30 years experience in coaching, network marketing, also working with professional sportsmen. So we bring a lot of value to this group, right? Because we want people to be inspired and have that value around, right? I mentioned about team vision calls and gratitude calls, because this is truly about your vibes, right? In terms of how you feel, what you attract, if you believe in law of attraction, things like that. We provide all the support and tools and that sort of stuff, people with things in common to do that with, and the playbook I've mentioned as well. So where are we right now, and what's next for you, right? So right now we're still in September, right? This is September to Remember month, right? Which has been going since the 1st of September when we pre-launched. So we're not even launched to the public right now. We're only in pre-launch. You're only here because you got a private invite to learn about this business, to learn about this opportunity, to learn about the university, all that cool stuff. Right now, it's only available privately to join this, right? Through a referral, right? So Gina, you get back to her and ask her what's her referral link. That's the only way you can join this. Even in future, you can join through the public, but you'd have to wait until 1st of October. And not just that, right now to access, right, everything we got right now, only $19.99, but that is purely just for September, right? So there will be the actual $99 fee from October, but like I said, we can help you. We can help set you up such that you can find your 3 people and you can access the education for free, right? And if you're really serious, you want to build a business out of it, we're here to help you the next step, right? Such that you can actually be earning those rank commissions in October, right? So you'll cover your $99 fee if you're serious and you want to build a team from the off, right? But yeah, we go launch on the public in 1st of October, right? So it'd be $99, 1st of October. There is a benefit if you did join now. If you wanted to join now, I'll try to explain the next slide. But yeah, also as an incentive, we have the Ambassador Retreat happening in Mexico, end of the month, right? So that's for people who hit the 10K rank and above, right? So lots of cool stuff happening. Everyone's so excited. This is why it's such an exciting time as well for the opportunity. But yeah, in terms of the $19.99, why would you pay that additionally to the 99 if it's only a few days away? Essentially, it's because the timing and positioning of where you're at right now is so unique compared to any other kind of business that you might be involved with, in the sense that when we launched on the 1st of October, it's a massive wave, right? There's going to be so much momentum and explosions happening. But you could have been involved with that from the start, right? Rather than being part of the crowd, you could have been leaders like us and be in it first, be prepared about what's to come and actually make the most of it. We'll set you up, we get you started. We might even help you build a team before we even get started, right? And then you're just going to grow and grow from there. So for example, if you are joining in October, you might be this person here, right? There was an opportunity to be someone earlier on, right? And if you were, you'd not just had the experience and the knowledge and getting used to everything that's around you, but you'd have been, you wouldn't have been any of these people, right? You'd come over here. And what essentially was is if you were actually here, you'd actually be able to build the team straight away. You'd be able to get the support of us straight away, learn about the value, the content, the education, especially the trading side earlier on. So you can feel good coming in October, right? But we understand it's totally up to you. If you see the value of blocking your spot essentially by joining us today, we're absolutely here for you. We'll plug you right in. We'll get you involved in the teams, the systems. We've still got a week to go to make the most of it. And yeah, we can really help you build this thing out. So the epic wave is coming. And the question is, are you on it? It's been a pleasure to speak to you guys. Thank you so much for your time, taking the time as well to listen to this presentation. Hope you got a lot of value from it, learned something, but also if you see the opportunity in this, right? Try to explain it as clear and transparently as possible. Hopefully it all made sense, but if you have any questions, right, no pressure on our side. We're not like hard closes and all this sort of stuff. We're very happy to wait here, right, to let you know that if you have any questions, more than welcome to ask us, whether it's about this specific industry, I mean, in terms of this company, or whether it's about, the concept of Forex and all that kind of stuff. Anything you have questions about, where if you see this is something that you believe can add a lot of value to your life, can actually be the thing the vehicle, right, to take you out from where you are to where you want to be, right? That's what's possible. Okay, this is a vehicle to help you do that, right? And you won't be doing it alone. You can do it together. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I'll give it back to Gina. She wants to close out with any few words. Cheers.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, awesome. I just want to thank everybody who took the time to show up. I really do appreciate you. And Ned, you did amazing as always. And I guess basically, if you guys have any questions, you want to, just get with me. I'm always open to penciling some time in. We can jump on now. I'm free all day. Even if I wasn't, I'd make time for you because you guys know just like that. So again, I just want to thank everybody, and that's about it. So. And Ann, are you there? No? I think you're gone.
Yep, no, I am here. Just saying, if anyone has questions, so we're going to pause the recording so that people on the replay, thank you as well for tuning in. Appreciate you taking the time to watch through this presentation as well. If you have any questions, you can obviously let us know as well once you watch this. So we're going to go on pause. Thank you. We'll hopefully see you soon. Cheers.